Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Srutismriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Swarupa Anusandhana Ashtakam or Vijnana Nauka. Tapo Yajnadana Dibishuddha Buddhihi Viraktos Nrupado Pade Tuccha Buddhya Parityajya Sarvam Yadapnoti Tattvam Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. That is called Swarupa Anusandhanam. Every sloka ends with what? Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. Beautiful thing. So, in the first verse we saw, through tapasya, yajna and charity, adibhihi, etc., we get Shuddha Buddhi. Shuddha Buddhi leads us to Virakta. Vairagya. Why? Pure Buddhi, listen very carefully, pure Buddhi tells us or shows us the true nature of the world, that it is illusion. We can understand through Buddhi. Once we arrive that, Vairagya is the result. Once you know that it is tuchya, like a toy, right? We know it's a toy, or it's a building made up of sand. We don't run after it, isn't it? We are not emotionally attached to it. Why it is? We know very clearly that it is not permanent. Think. Balloon. We may enjoy the balloon with the children, but we know it is not permanent. It will burst. Once I know the real nature of the balloon, what is my relationship with the balloon? Vairagya only. I will not have any attachment to balloon. Think about it. Puja Gurudev gave one beautiful example. One father brought a balloon. The balloon and what is that? Which will hydrogen balloon. It just goes up. But he brought it. So he is playing in the house only with a small rope when a thread is tied and it is hanging in space. And this fellow is kid in the house only wandering, running around from one room to other room, enjoying the balloon. And by mistake, the balloon slipped from his hand, went to ceiling and touched the fan and pop, burst. Then he started crying. Then father called him. He said, this is a balloon. This is meant to burst. It is not a permanent thing. We can get, if you want, another balloon. But this balloon is not permanent. This is bound to burst. It bursted. So you should not cry. The nature of the balloon is to burst. This Mahajnanam, the child got. Oh. Then he grew. And at about 18, 19 years, His father's wife died, meaning his mother only. His mother died, not step other wife and all. Mother, his own mother died. The father started crying. In the meantime, he started coming to Chinmaya Yuva Kendra also. So he understood the whole life is a balloon. Then he started teaching father. Father, this is also another balloon meant to burst, and today it got bursted. So why are you crying for that physical body? The body dropped and soul went away. Why worry? So therefore, when you know that buddhi, Shuddha buddhi gives you vairagya. And vairagya nrupadau tuchha buddhya parityajya. And any kind of position, post, glamour, everything is tuchha buddhi. Really, it is seen as a very, very nikrushta, cheap thing to run after post and position in life, recognition, etc. So, what is that? Tuchha buddhya parityajya sarvam, everything. And after parityajya, tuchha buddhi, when whole jagat is seen as tuchha buddhi, Shankaracharya says in Vivekchudamani, beautifully, Pindandam api brahmandam chejyata malabhandavatu. Both Pindanda, that is a body, Brahmanda, the universe, Tejjatam, renounce as what? Two filthy pots. Pot filled with filth. Will you keep that at home? You reject it. Pindandam api brahmandam chejyata malabhandavat. Sarvam parichajya. Everything is given up. Then, having given up everything, identification, vasanas are given up, buddhi, there are no desires, mind is also not agitated, body has become quiet, and indriyas also became quiet. And then such a man, that seeker of truth, he attained tattvam. Yad apnoti tattvam. Pass me Yad apnoti tattvam. The tattvam, after rejecting all the identification BMI, PFT, OET, when tattvam is gained, what tattvam, that supreme tattvam, that tattvam, when you essence, you realize, immediately you realize that I am that param brahma nityam tadeva hamasmi. I am that eternal parabrahma. So far, I referred that parabrahma as that Brahman. After I give up all these things, vasanas are exhausted, I realize that Brahman is me. There is no more that. It is me. Right? Dayalum gurum brahmanishtam prashantam Samaradhyamatya vicharya swarupam Yadapnoti tattvam nididhyasa vidvan Param brahma nityam tadeva hamasmi Param brahma nityam tadeva hamasmi Dayalum gurum brahmanishtam prashantam Samaradhyamatya vicharya swarupam Yadapnoti tattvam nididhyasya vidyan Param brahma nityam tadeva hamasmi. Then, Dayalum prashantam brahmanishtam gurum samaradhya. See? First one. See, without Guru, nothing is possible. Without Guru, nothing is possible in the spiritual journey. In fact, anything, but spiritual, nothing. Guru not only he teaches us, but he subtly operates. Which Guru? A Guru who is Brahmanishta Guru. Brahmanishta Guru, like a kindergarten teacher or primary school teacher, rigidly follows steps and teaches the students. Very rigidly. Rigidly means she follows a pattern. But a doctor, a PhD, professor, to solve a mathematics, he may give alternate corollary methods. Corollary is there, no? Oh, this is to be proved. Suppose x is equal to y, you have to prove something. Oh, this way also I can prove. This way also I can prove. This way also I can prove. This step I can interchange with that step. He will give alternatives, is it not? Which is required for the student. Oh, this process is very laborious process. Why do you go through round and round? I will teach you some method, direct method. This is the best thing. I think you can do this, do this, do this. We apply this formula, direct formula, instead of applying many formulas to arrive at the same truth. So thus, in a Brahmanishta Purusha, a realized master, if we are getting lucky to have such a teacher, the teacher subtly operates the student, teaches the student what exactly is required. Somehow that particular teacher, the Brahmanishta Purusha, one who is established in truth, teaches the student in a particular way. The student gets illumined. Everything, every time he hears, he will get a new insight. Oh, wow. Therefore, that Guru should be Dayalum, compassionate teacher. Guru should be compassionate. Compassionate doesn't mean that he doesn't punish us. He has to punish us out of compassion. Dayalum. Then Prashantam. Dayalum, Gurum, Brahmanishtam. One who is established in truth. So, one who is the Guru's adjectives. Guru is compassionate. One who is firmly rooted in the truth. We'll see first sloka meaning. Then Prashantam, see, peaceful, calm, whose mind is very peaceful, calm and quiet. Such the mind is so calm that in his presence, your mind also becomes calm. The power of the presence of the Mahatma is such that our mind also becomes calm. To such a Guru we go. Dayalum Gurum Brahmanishtam. So Dayalum Brahmanishtam Prashantam Gurum Samaradhya. Such a Guru Samaradhya. Samaradhya means having served him. Having served him. Services. Being available to the Guru, serving him. What happens? Samaradhya Swarupam Matya Vicharya. Buddhya Swarupam Vicharya. Having contemplated or inquired upon the nature of one's own self, Buddhya, Matya means Buddhya, through our intelligence or Buddhi, by our Buddhi, by our applying our wisdom, by discriminating faculty, we go to Guru and Guru teaches us. Then we worship the Guru, Guru teaches us. Then what happens? I contemplate with my Buddhi on the essential nature of my own self. Swarupam matya vicharya vidwan tattvam nididhyasaha. Then vidwan, the wise man, tattva means essence, the true nature of that reality. Nididhyasya. Nididhyasya means having meditated upon. So first, he goes to Guru. Listen, steps. Goes to Guru. Who is the Guru? We have seen. Compassionate, peaceful, etc. Brahmanishta. Then Guru teaches, right? Then I meditate on that with my buddhi. I go to Guru, serve him, he teaches me, I gain the knowledge, then I meditate upon my own nature with my buddhi, with my intelligence, and then having understood the nature of reality, having thought of, then I meditate upon nidhyasya tattvam, then I meditate upon my own essential nature, having heard and thought of through buddhi, I arrived at a conclusion, then I meditated upon who? Vidwan, the wise man, who is willing to know the truth, then yat param brahma apnoti. Then what that parabrahma which he attains after that contemplating through nididhyasana, the truth that he arrives upon. After Parabrahma, he arrives upon, what is that? Yad apnoti tattvam nididhyasya vidvan parabrahma tatyam tadeva hamasmi. That tattvam, what he apnoti, that essence, what he realizes is nothing but Brahman. That Brahman alone is my own Swarupa, it is me alone. That Brahman is me, myself. That's the meaning. Okay. Now, who is a Guru? Guru means what? Gu means andhakaraha. Ru means one who removes. So, one who removes the darkness is called Guru. One who throws light is called Guru. Not one who confuses. So, Guru. So, Acharya Sannidhi is very important. Proximity of a teacher is absolutely important. Totally, really important. Proximity of the teacher. Not to disturb him. One day, somebody must have heard this proximity of a teacher is important. How many of you have seen Siddhabari Ashram in Himachal Pradesh? Gurudev's Samadhi is there. In that ashram, Gurudev's Kutiya, you find Shivalinga above. Right? And the entrance of his, the Kutiya, you find Nandi actually. Nandi was there. Some years back removed and then kept it in Ram temple there. But anyway, Nandi was there. Okay. And outside his bedroom, inside the Kutiya, there was Ganapati. On his Kutiya above Shivalinga. At the main entrance, Nandi. Would you have guts to have such a house? Unless you are Shiva? Shivalinga, to guard you a Nandi outside. See, Advaita, what is that level of Puja Gurudev? One day, somebody heard Samaradhya, wo Samipya, Guru Sannidhi important. Acha. So morning 2:30, 3 o'clock, he sat at the Nandi, facing Gurudev's Kutiya, and started meditating. Absolutely nobody was there. Nobody was there in the morning, 2:45, 3. Everything darkness. Small lights are there. No, everyone was sleeping. And he was meditating. After 5 minutes, door opened. Gurudev's Kutiya. Gurudev came out with a stick. He hit him be opened. Don't disturb me in the morning with your meditation. Go to Ram temple and meditate. Go, he said. This is not the place to meditate. Go there and meditate. So through meditation also we disturb gurus. We are very, that is not the student. Then how we should be? We should be like Hanuman ji. कोने पे बैठ राम 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 हनुमा हाँ प्रभु मुझे कॉफी बनाओगे बना के दे दिया कप ले लिया धो के रख दिया कोने में गया राम 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 we disturb gurus तो meditate में भी through prayer में that is not that guru sannidhi that is a very great art actually to be with the guru. So such disciples are very rare in the world, who can understand the Guru. Even by looks he would understand, even without even Guru, what he needs, constant thinking what Guru wants. लिखता रहता है. So Guru is important. Therefore here it says Samaradhya. Such a Guru you got, Guru Seva is important. Is it not? That is, Guru Seva is, and the Guru is very important is what? One who is compassionate and also has capacity to lead. These two qualities जिसके अंदर होता है ना, he is none other than Guru. Guru only can have these two qualities. We have compassion, but we cannot lead. How? Mother has compassion for children, but she cannot guide all the time. I love you, beta, but I don't know what to do. Compassion is there, but guidance I cannot give. Love is there. Somebody can guide you without love. They are called consultants. They need not have love and all that. Yes, railway inquiry, clerk. कब जाएगा? अब आएगा, जाओ नेक्स्ट. वो गाड़ी कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म पे आएगा? नंबर 5 पे आएगा. और आगे चले जाओ ना, 5 में आएगा, जाओ नेक्स्ट. सही तो बोला है. Such guidance you may get, but no love. But Guru is one who has got both. Compassionate and that Gurutvam, that guidance, capacity to guide. See? So, then what is the nature of Guru? Prakasha Swarupam. And then what is that? No, sorry, Prakasha Swarupam, sorry. What do you call? Dayalum Prashantam. Guru Seva is important. Such a Guru, if you go, then you will get teaching, then you meditate, nididhyasanam, didhyasa, dhyatum ichya, meditate upon the teachings of the Guru. Nididhyasya vidvan, param brahma nityam tade, yad apnoti vidvan, yad tattvam apnoti. Wise man, having contemplated upon the truth, that essence what he realizes, that realization, that tattvam, that essence, the truth, is nothing but Parabrahma, that is eternal Param Brahma. Tadeva asmi. What he realizes is that eternal Param Brahma, that eternal Param Brahma alone is me. Correct? Therefore, Param Brahma Nityam Tadeva Hamasmi. That is the second verse. And third verse we will see. Yadananda Rupam Prakashaswarupam Nirasta Prapancham Paricheda Shunyam Aham Brahma Vrityaika Gamyam Turiyam Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi Yadananda Rupam Prakashaswarupam Nirasta Prapancham Paricheda Shunyam Aham Brahma Vrityaika Gamyam Turiyam Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. Now, yat anandarupam prakashaswarupam nirasta prapancham paricheda shunyam baham brahma vrityaika gamyam turiyam param nityam yat tadeva aham asmi brahma. Now, what is the true nature of that Brahman? First one is what? Ananda Swarupam. Ananda Swarupam. See, it's not that Atman, the self, is talked about something paroksha vastu. It's aparoksha anubhuti. As long as we feel that Paramatma is other than me, we have not yet known the truth. That truth is realized as I. Not the ego I. Suddha Aham. Pure Aham. Aparichinna Aham. Unlimited, all pervasive I. So that Paramatma has to be realized as I. Till then, we have not realized the truth. So therefore, not that Atman is there, but Atma is you. That is the Bodha, or the teacher teaches Tattvamasi. Oh, Tat Ishvara. No, that Ishvara is you alone. That essence is you alone. How come? Shastra has a technique to teach us. Bhagavan Shankaracharya wrote around 53 verses only on Tattvamasi, called Vakya Vritti. We have to listen to a teacher about that, Vakya Vritti. How come that Ishvara is me? I am limited, Ishvara is unlimited. Alpajnaha, Sarvajnaha. Alpavyapi, Sarvavyapi. Alpashaktiman, Sarvashaktiman. How? So what is the nature of that Paramatma? Ananda Swarupam. Which Anandam? Not Alpanandam, but it is Anantanandam. Alpena Sukhamasti. There is no Sukham in Alpavastu. Sukha Abhasa is there. Sukha Abhasa means what? It is not real Sukham. It is only Sukhaka Abhas, reflection, shadow, a feeling that it is giving me joy. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Bhavasuke doshoanusandhiyata. In the worldly sukham, there is always pain stapled with it. रिमेंबर, आज आप जिस चीज को लेकर के आज मैं सुखी हूं ऐसे आप घोषणा करते हैं, वही वस्तु या वही आदमी आपको कल दुख देगा. क्यों? वो आदमी दूर भी जा सकता है, मर भी जा सकता है, बदल भी जा सकता है. दूर चला गया दुख, बदल गया दुख, मर गया दुख. वो मेरी बात नहीं मानता है, दुख. Same son with you played, oh wonderful, wonderful, what a beautiful my son, my darling, oh. बड़े होने का same fellow will give you pain. Think about it. Same with wife, husband, mother-in-law, father-in-law, house, gadi, world. Everything is giving us pain. Therefore, this is not sukham. Actually, it is dukkham decorated with cosmetic applications. Powder ये सब डाल के. The well-dressed wound and sprayed scent over it. Fragrant something sprayed on the wound. Dressing करके उस पर स्प्रे किया. खुशबू आता है कि नहीं? आता है. That is our sukham. No sukham. So ananda rupam dukkha asprushta nitya sukha swarupam ityartaha. Meaning that atma swarupam, there is no dukkha can never touch. Dukkham can never touch us. Think. The real Atman is untouched by dukkham, asprushtam. Therefore, it is nirnimitta anandam, limitless sukham, ananta anandam. And ananda we are not gaining from outside. If we are gaining from outside, it is not permanent. It is our own swarupa. Therefore, anandam, yad ananda rupam, then prakasha swarupam. It is no Atma is what? Prakasha swarupa, illumining, self-illumining. It is a swata pramana siddham. It is called swata pramana siddham. That you see, in order to see any vastu, we need light. Do we need light to see the light? जरा टॉर्च लेके आओ, सूर्य भगवान को देखना है. To see sun, I don't need any other light. But to see any other vastu, whether it is daytime or daytime, sun is there, therefore I am seeing. Night time, I need a light to see. Atma is self-illumined. So every other vastu is illumined, but Atma is self-illumined. Even sun is illumined. By whom? By my consciousness. The sun is existing. How can you say? Because I am existing and I am certifying the existence of the sun. So who is illumining the sun? Me, my consciousness. And what is the greatness of my consciousness? That is me. I can illumine both light and darkness. Think. Whereas light cannot illumine darkness, light cannot be there when darkness is there, and darkness cannot be there when light has come. So darkness has never met light and light has never met darkness. I can see darkness also, I can see light also. So my consciousness is illuminating. Swata pramana siddham. Anything else to know, I need pramana. Proof is required. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. To know me, andhakar. There is no light in the pitch darkness. But you exist, no? To know I exist, do I need a light? In darkness also I know that I exist. But to know that I exist, what is required? Mind, buddhi, indriyas, nothing is required. I know and I exist, full stop. There is no thought required. Is there a thought required to know that I exist? No. Think. So, I am Prakasha Swarupa. And that Prakasha Swarupam is so Prakasha Swarupam, Nirasta Prapancham. All this Jagat actually is receding, meaning it is actually dissolved. It becomes unmanifest. There is nothing called Jagat. In that huge light, only that Jagat is actually not seen at all. That's the flood of light. There is nothing. Otherwise, what is Jagat? Jagat is like a small, cloud. But in the huge light of that sunlight, heat, the clouds also dissolve and dispel. Nirasta prapancham. All the prapancham has become unmanifest. There is nothing other than Paramatma. Nirasta prapancham. See? So therefore you say, oh, this world also is there. I am also there. Then problem will come. Why? This Atman gets limited by the existence of the world. And is really existing, the world is existing, the big question. Then the question says, oh, I am seeing it because I am seeing it is existing. Oh, you can see many things, it doesn't exist. That means if you don't see, you cannot, that doesn't exist. In deep sleep state, the world is not seen by you. But world doesn't exist, it is existing. You are sleeping, but world is existing for others. Think. There was very difficult it is. Satyam syat atmanah anantatvahani bhavati. Yadi jagat satyam syat. If you say jagat is satyam, satyam means what? That is always existing. If it is real, then what happens to jagat? If jagat is satyam, then atma becomes limited. It becomes unreal. Atma cannot be anantatva. Atma gets limited. Atma becomes parichinna. Atma becomes limited, means it is limited by anyonya bhavam. Because that is there, becomes reduced. It is limited by that. Therefore, in that Atma Tattvam, Nirasta Prapancham. Everything is dissolved in Atmic consciousness alone. In one's own consciousness in meditation, all Jagat is dissolved. When Ramakrishna Paramahamsa touched Vivekananda got this experience of the stars and galaxies and whole universe is disappearing and dissolving in consciousness. He got shock of it. No form. All forms are dissolved, including his body form. There is no Guru there, no Vivekananda's body, no stars, everything is being dissolved in that consciousness. He was scared. He said, at that moment, he shouted, what are you doing to me? Arey, aap ye kya kar rahe ho? Ramakrishna removed the hand and said, you are not prepared for it, it will come to you later. Because you are scared. Because the body goes away. No form. Nothing exists. Nirasta prapancham. Paricheda shunyam. And in that experience of that oneness, there are no limitations of desha, kala, vastu, parichinna, nothing. Deshataha, kalataha, vastutaha. Paricheda shunyam. There are no limitations there. All the walls are broken. All the universes, plural, dissolved. Everything is washed away as a magic creation, appearing and going it on. You know that magic slates. Magic slate, children use it. They write and going and everything goes away. Do you know or not? Magic slate. A small, some there will be one bar will be there. You write, queen, oh yeah. Everything is dissolved. So there are no limitations. Akhanda Chaitanyam only remains. That Akhanda Chaitanyam, what remains is Akhanda Chaitanyam, that is me. So then, Paricheda Shunyam, Aham Brahma Vrityaika Gamyam, and that is known as what? Aham Brahma Vritti, Akhanda Brahmakara Vritti. Any Jnanam means, remember, listen carefully. Jnanam means it has to be through a vritti. That vritti has to illumine. Once that truth is illumined by vritti cannot illumine. But it's called Akhanda vritti. It is called Akhanda Brahmakara vritti. Not for a small parichinna vastu, we need a parichinna vritti, a limited vritti. Because I am learning, I am seeing, gaining the knowledge of the limited objects. The thought also is limited. It gets limited by, see, how do we get knowledge of an object? Suppose this is the book in front of me. So I got the knowledge of the book. How do I get it? The big science it is. So first, mind goes out through eyes because it's a form. Mind is going out through indriya called eyes. Mind is, along with the mind, when the mind is a vritti, thought, the thought is going out. When thought goes out, wherever there is thought, there is a reflection of consciousness is there, Chidabhasa. So on the thought capped by Chidabhasa, these both will go out. And this vritti takes the shape of the object. And that shape is illumined by the reflected consciousness. So mind went out, Chidabhasa also was there, it illumines. And then that light is required. One is vritti aspect took the shape of the object, Chidabhasa is illumining that object, then I get that's called vritti vyapti. So the thought takes the shape of the book. What is the size of the book? Limited. Oh, I see a distant star. What is the size of the star for me? A small, whatever it is. But it is, my mind goes out, takes the shape of that star, and illumined by my Chidabhasa. Again, that mind, I know that this is star. That's called phalavyapti. So thought has to go and take the shape. So far, I am, very carefully listen now. I have been since my evolution as amoeba onwards, from amoeba onwards. And I am a human being. Whatever my experiences are only of the limited objects. Limited means which is limited in size and shape and qualities. Did I get any knowledge of any object which is not limited? A vastu which is not limited, how many vastus are there? Only one vastu, that is infinite. There is finite and infinite. Only two things. So far my mind is trained only to go out and get the shape of the object of a limited vastu and illumined by the Chidabhasa. Then I get the knowledge of that, then I know it. That is called Phalavyapti. The knower is born, that is called Phalavyapti. Very good, very best, happy. But I never used this thought to know the infinite. But can thought envelop the infinite? So, in its attempt to know the truth through Shastra, through Shastric terminology, so this vritti becomes akhanda. Not khanda. Khanda means limited. This vritti thought also becomes so akhanda. It becomes, because if I want to know the book akara vritti, chair akara vritti, table akara vritti. So whatever vastu I am seeing, tad akara vritti is taking place. Mind is taking the shape of that vastu. But when I contemplate upon Brahman, which is attributeless, no shape, no size, no name, no form, no qualities, no adjectives, pure existence, Jyoti Swarupa, pure consciousness. When I try to know that infinite through Shastra knowledge, through contemplation on Upanishadic mantras, etc., then that vritti should be Akanda Brahmakara vritti. Vastu is Brahma. Chair vritti, limited chair vritti, limited book vritti. Here, Brahma, we Brahma, Akhanda. So, Akhanda Brahmakara vritti. Through that vritti, for a second, for some microseconds, I get that Brahmakara vritti. It just illumines like a flash, the Brahma, and then the vritti dissolves. Vritti's job is done. Vritti is not required there. Once it illumines Brahman, that's over. So vritti is sidelined, vritti is dissolved. And what remains is what? Brahma. Since it is Akhanda, then how can I exist in that Akhanda separately? When I call it as Akhanda, where can I exist other than that, in that? If I am existing other than that, it's a Khanda. So I don't exist separately. That is why Shankaracharya says, Aham Brahma Vritti Eka Gamyam. That goal, that destination, that realization is reached only through Akhanda Brahmakara Vritti. Akhanda Brahma Vritti Eka Gamyam. Vritti Eka Gamyam. See? So that Brahman is me, that Jnana Vritti. Through that Jnana Vritti alone, the truth is realized. That Jnana Vritti has to be cultivated. Through what? Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. That is called Turiyam. Turiyam. It is not the Jagrata Avastha. Sushupt. It's actually fourth bolte hai. In that fourth, these three are not there. When the three are not there, how can you call it as fourth? So time pass ke liye no. बोलना है ना, बोलता है बस. Because otherwise, we are so much caught up in the three: waking plane, dream plane, deep sleep state. But that state is other than three, so call it as a fourth. And having reached a fourth, it is not fourth, it is only the one. Other three, they never existed. If they really exist, the fourth one is limited. It cannot be infinite. So therefore, aham brahma vrityaika gamyam turiyam. That param brahma nityam tadeva hamasmi. That is called parabrahma nityam param brahma, eternal supreme Brahman. That alone is me. That alone is me. Yadajnanato bhati vishvam samastam vinashtam cha sadyo yadatma prabodhe manovagatitam vishuddham vimuktam param brahma nityam tadevahamasmi. Param brahma nityam tadevahamasmi. Yadajnanato bhati vishvam samastam vinashtam cha sadyo yadatma prabodhe manovagatitam vishuddham vimuktam param brahma nityam tadevahamasmi. Yad ajnanataha. Yad ajnana, on account of the ignorance of which, that is, due to the ignorance of that Paramatma, ignorance of that infinite, pure, eternal consciousness, that I am that. Because of that, knowledge is not there. So, because of yad ajnanataha, ignorance. Ignorance of what? That truth. Samastam vishvam bhati. Because I am not awakened to the truth, to me, whole Jagat is appearing. Why this is appearing? Because I am not awakened to the truth. I am in a deep sleep state of slumber state. Unconscious. We are all in unconscious state. We are not conscious. We are not awakened. We never entered into that, as Gurudev says, that another dimension of consciousness. We are not awakened. Like in coma, no, is not aware. Or sleepwalker, sleep eater. Have you seen sleep eaters or not? Children do it. जगा के खिला दो, खा लेंगे. एंड आप चुप रहो, फिर मुंह खोलता है वो और आइसक्रीम कर लो. हाँ, खोलता है, कोई कर. आप सब आपको अनुभव है बच्चों के साथ. फिर खोलता है, फिर माँ खिला देती है. अब हो गया, बस सो जाओ. अब मुंह बंद करके आम दबा दिया ऊपर, सो जाओ. अगले दिन ही सीज आइसक्रीम eaten boxes in the dustbin area. मम्मी मुझे क्यों नहीं खिलाया? तू तो खाया। झूठ बोलते हो, मुझे याद ही नहीं है। अबे तो मांग मांग के मुंह खूब खोल खोल के खाया है। बार बार खोलते रहा मुंह। नहीं, आई डोंट नो। झगड़ा भी करेगा, यू चीटेड मी। ये एवरीबडीज हाउस एक्सपीरियंस। ही वॉज अनकॉन्शियस, होश में नहीं है वो। Similarly, those who walk in sleep, they, one gentleman, to one great Mahatma, he told us, one man, the incident happened not. He took a train in the night, midnight, he got up at 1 o'clock in the sleep. He walked up to the railway station, Vishakhapatnam railway station, midnight, and so many trains passed through. And he boarded one train, got down at Rajahmundry, 5 hours journey. So 6 o'clock he got up, got down there, and he was walking towards Godavari Nadi river, and he took one dip. He came out and saw, how am I here and where I am? घर में परेशान है, रात को ढूंढ रहे थे सब लोग, ये महात्मा जी है गोदावरी नदी में। तब उसको होश में है। फिर फोन लगाया घर पे, मैं ठीक हूं, सेफ हूं। कहाँ? राजमहल। कब गए? रात को। कैसे? पता नहीं मुझे, पता नहीं मुझे क्या कैसे आ गया, आ तो गया। फिर घर आओगे? मैं आ जाऊंगा, मैं ठीक हूं, कोई बात नहीं। फिर वहाँ किसी दोस्त के पास जाके पैसा लेके गए, पैसे कैसा चले गए थे, पैसा लेके कुछ खा के, इडली खा के, फिर 5 घंटे 6 घंटे वापसी आया है। That means what? He got up, walked, boarded train, sat, got down, went to river, took all unconscious. So that he was actually in the world, but you are not awakened. Similarly, all of us are in a state of deep slumber, of unconscious. We don't know what is called awakening. We don't know. Think. Therefore, here Acharya Shankara says very clearly that yad ajnanataha bhati vishvam samastam. Only because of that spiritual ignorance, this world is illumined, the truth is not illumined. Because I am in a nasha. Samastam vishvam bhati. Whole world is seen, illumined. In dream, whole world is seen. I am hungry, thirsty, greedy, jealous, hatred. Whole samsara continues in dream, but not awakened. Think. भगवान नारद जी को भी अनुभव करा दिया है कि नहीं? भागवत में आता है कि नहीं? नारद जी को अनुभव करा दिया, संसारी बना दिया नारद जी को। वो माया के ऊपर जानना चाहता हूँ, बोला ठीक है भैया, टाइम आने पर मैं सिखाऊंगा, तेरे को दिखाऊंगा। बस वहाँ पे शादी हो गई, बच्चे हो गए, दूध नहीं है, बच्चों पिलाने खाना नहीं था, रो रहे थे, रोगी ये वो। अल्टीमेटली बाहर आने के बाद ये कि हार्डली विद इन 1 मिनट 1.5 मिनट में वो 100 साल का अनुभव करा दिया। भगवान कृष्ण वहाँ पे फ्लूट बजा रहे थे कि इसको डुबा के पानी में। हे भगवान, क्या किया आपने? बस तुम देखना चाहते हो ना? अरे बाबा बच गया, मैं तो मैं ये हूं, मैं वो नहीं था। Similarly, all of us are Naradas only. Janmas we are in that spell of Maya. We are happy, comfortable there. We don't want to awaken. And बीच में माया आ जाती है. क्या कहते माया? Maya creates a feeling that you are spiritually progressing, you are awakened. I am better than others. I am something special. It is another Maya. Oh, therefore, yad ajnanatah samastam vishwam bhati. That ajnanata vinastam sadyo yad atma prabhode vinastam. Immediately, when the truth yad atma prabhode, that entire jagat having known that Atman, having known which, that self, higher self, the whole jagat sadhya, immediately, instantly vinashtam. It is instantly disappears. सुख कहा गया है ही नहीं. All that sense of otherness, jagat satyatvam. अभी हम क्या है? जगत सत्यम ब्रह्म मिथ्या परस. Then jagat mithyatvam will become clear cut. Once I awaken to the truth, oh, this is me. Awakening has to take place. Not by this kind of, whatever you study, intellectually we are adding that, more and more thoughts. This is not. We have to awaken. Awakening is required. Awakening is required. Keep heating the pan. Tab hoga. When does the water become steam? Keep heating. When it reaches boiling point, the water will become steam. So keep heating, tapasya. When it reaches one particular point, jivatva disappears and brahmatva is known, recognized. हीट टेस्ट में हम क्या कहते हैं ना, एक सुबह 5 मिनट मेडिटेशन में हीट चालू करके, वो भी आधा आधा ऐसा देखो. नॉट दैट हाई स्टव, कभी उसमें सिम में डालते, फिर हाई में डालते, फिर सिम में लो, सिम 3, लो सिम, लो हाई सिम. मेडिटेशन, आवर मेडिटेशन 15 मिनट में वन थॉट, वेरी इंटेंस थॉट. नेक्स्ट थॉट, लो इंटेंसिटी. थर्ड थॉट, स्टिल लो इंटेंसिटी. अरे ये कहाँ फंस गया? अनदर थॉट, हाई इंटेंसिटी. वन थॉट, अगेन अनदर थॉट, पिंग, गिर गया. दैट इज कॉल्ड तवा. स्टव पे आप कुछ रखा है, तवा या जो भी गर्म करने के लिए, बट हीट इज नॉट कंटिन्यूअस. यू आर चेंजिंग विद दैट नॉब. 10 मिनट करोगे ऐसा, सिम, लो, हाई. सपोज 3, सपोज इज L1, L2, H. Low 1, low and lower 2, means whatever it is, 1, 2, 3. High 3 is high. 1, 2, 3 high. Then 2, 1, 2, 1. That is the meditation. कितना समय? 10 मिनट करके बाद में बंद कर देते स्टोव. एक तवा कभी गर्म नहीं होगा. फिर बंद कर दिया ना. And minus temperature is -200. South pole Chandra moon -200 समथिंग. फिर ठंडा हो गया. फिर अगले दिन थोड़ा लगाते हैं गर्मी, थोड़ा गर्म, वो भी इंटरमिटेंटली वी हीट, changing the knob. Again it goes down. Meaning we are not able to consistently do it. That's our weakness. One side high spiritual thought, second thought is we stoop down. Coming down where? Onto the earth. Go deep into it. एकदम स्पिरिचुअल. नेक्स्ट मूवमेंट, वुल्फ. Therefore, that heat is not coming. So, sadhya, when that tapasya is done continuously, Atma Prabhode, upon awakening, this entire Jagat becomes vinashtam, meaning it. Then that truth which is manaha vak atitam, vishuddham, vimuktam. Manovak atitam. It is beyond mind and speech and mind. Manaha vak atitam, manovak atitam. You cannot speak about it, you cannot comprehend it through the mind. You have to apprehend it. Comprehending through sense organs, mind and intellect. Apprehension is a direct. For example, when you get an electric shock, the nature of electric shock, can you explain? Can you explain the shock? अजीब सा लगता है, कुछ कुछ होता है, हाथ में ऐसा होता है, ये होता है. नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये सब मत करो. बताओ ना कैसे होता है. You are fed up with my this one. I was asking, you are fed up with you have experienced of that current shock. I am pestering you. Tell me. कैसा लगा. You try to explain. You are fed up, and ultimately you teach me electricity yoga. Means go to plug, close all 5 fingers, open only 2, insert, switch on. Then you will get. It is called electricity yoga. Then I get a shock. Then you will look at me. Sign language. कैसा है? That's it. Manovagatitam. Manovagatitam. Vishuddham, vimuktam. It's a pure. Shuddham. Shuddham is what? There is nothing, no other. What is malinata? If something, other substance is present, and a material is present, it's called impure. It is called impure. But this truth is Vishuddham. There is no other substance, no other adulteration. It is only the one. One without a second. Second, not time here. Without second vastu. Advitiya vastu. That Shuddham, Vishuddham, Vimuktam, freed from all kinds of limitations. Vimuktam, beautiful thing. Vishuddham, Vinirmalam, Vimuktam. Vimuktam means what? It is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaha, Subhavaha. Freed from all kinds of limitations. That is the truth. That truth is that Param Brahma Nityam Tadeva Ahamasmi. That Param Brahma, which is Nityam, eternal, that Brahma, that Nityam Brahma alone is me. It is not separate from me. That is me. निषेधे कृते नेति नेतीति वाक्यैः समाधिस्थितानां यदा भाति पूर्णम् अवस्थात्रयातीतमेकं तुरीयम् परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि. परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि. निषेधे कृते नेति नेतीति वाक्यैः समाधिस्थितानां यदा भाति पूर्णम् अवस्थात्रयातीतमेकं. One second. ओके, लिटिल पाठांतर भेद आपको दिया अवस्थात्रयातीतम एकम, दैट इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट. मेरे पास किताब में लिखा है अवस्थात्रयातीतम एकम तुरीयम, अद्वैतम तुरीयम, बोथ आर सेम, डजंट मैटर. ठीक है. नाउ निषेधे कृते नेति नेति इति वाक्यैः न इति वाक्यैः निषेधे कृते, when everything else is removed, negated. How? Na iti, not this, not this, not this. And what remains, that which cannot be negated, is me. So one ध्यान में बैठ के whatever thought comes, see, when the thought comes, the moment any thought rises, then what is the object of the thought? Meaning, thought rises. Okay. Thought of what? Unless there is thought of something, there cannot be any thought. Oh, thought of nothing. No, ऐसा नहीं होता है. Thought means there is something. So in the mind, so many thoughts disturb us. That means thought of XYZ, this vastu, that object, this experience, that memory, this, of something else. So when meditation, whatever thought comes and whatever object of the thought is, these two are not real. I deleted it. I negate it. I don't give any value. This is not me. Why? That is not me. Negated. Oh, form of Krishna, not me. भगवान राम जी खड़े हो गए मेरे आंखों के सामने, not me. Why? That Rama form is different from me. Why? I am seeing it. No, who is the seer then? That is why Totapuri, guru of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was meditating on Kali, Kalima appears, Kalima talks, Kalima guides, and he is entering into that Samadhi and Bhava Samadhi. Totapuri arrived, great Mahayogi. Totapuri said, Ramakrishna Bhaiya, Thakur ji, हाँ तुम तो फंस गए हो. किसमें? आकृति में. है तो माँ काली है, तो क्या है? आकृति तो नहीं है. शी इज नॉट आकृति. शी इज नॉट दैट ब्रह्मन. यू आर कॉट अप इन द फॉर्म. सो आंख बंद करके कहा माँ दिख रही है, तलवार ले लो, माँ का गर्दन काट दो. हाँ, वो मेरी आराध्य दैव है, माँ है, खाली माँ है, मेरे सामने दिख रही है. हाउ कैन आई किल हर? नहीं, Totapuri, you have to. That is not real. That is not mother. This is mother's form. I cannot do it. You have to do it. So he chided, guided, instigated, repeatedly told, kill that form. When the Jnana Kadga, Ramakrishna chopped the head of Mata Kali, and there he entered into Nirvikalpa Samadhi. For 4 days or 3 days he did not come. बस फिर उनको उतारने के लिए, नीचे लाने के लिए सारे भजन कीर्तन कर करके तो बड़ी मुश्किल से उनको जूने में लाया. एवरीथिंग इज ब्रह्मन, नो फॉर्म, Nothing. So not this, not this, not this, ऐसा करके समाधि स्थितानाम. By saying not this, not this, not this, those who are established in samadhi. Which samadhi? Nirvikalpa samadhi. Samadhi sthitanam yad purnam abhati. And for them, yad purnam abhati samadhi sthitanam. So those who are living in that samadhi, for them, what? This truth is purnam abhati. That tattvam, yat tattvam, that tattvam which is what do you call, which is recognized by them as all pervading eternal consciousness. Purnam. Oh, everywhere that alone. Those who are established in that samadhi, for them, this truth which is illumined as all pervading presence. For them. For whom? Those who gone into samadhi. How? By neti neti vakyaihi. They reject it. Then that state is what? Avasthatrayatitam. Atitam. Beyond the Jagrat, Swapna, Turiya Avastam. Avasthatitam. Ekam. That one without a second. Advaitam or Turiyam, it is written in here. That Turiya Sthiti, Advaita Sthiti. What remains is only one without a second, only presence, no form, no color, nothing there, no nama, rupa, nothing. All pure consciousness. Sat Chit Ananda, Ananta Ananda, Ananda Sagar Gambhir, Prasanna Gambhiram. That Brahman is me. Param Brahma Nityam Tadeva Hamasmi. That Brahman is me alone. So, what is the whole thought? Nishede krute neti neti vakyaihi. When everything is negated as not this, then we enter into samadhi sthitanam. For them, that a truth which appears or realized by them as purnam, as all pervading eternal presence or consciousness, and that which is avasthatraya atitam, that which is beyond the three states of consciousness, waking, dream and deep sleep state, that which is one without a second, turiyam or fourth state of consciousness, or which is advaitam, non-dual, that supreme Brahman, eternal Brahman, that Brahman alone is me alone. That is alone, that alone is me, or that is me alone. Okay? Yadanandaleshaihi tadanandi vishwam. Yada bhana sattve tada bhati sarvam. Yada lochana rupamanyat samastam. Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. Yadanandaleshaistadhanandi vishwam. Yadha bhana sattve. Param Brahma Nityam. Yad Anandaleshaihi tad Anandi Vishwam. See, where Lord said that infinite Ananda Upanishads में it came that every jiva is living upon an infinitesimal part of that ananda. Yet ananda lesha matreena sarvani jivanti or sarvani bhutani jivanti or whatever it is. They exist only on that infinitesimal part of the bliss. Because a small bliss is there, everybody is able to live. Without that infinitesimal part of bliss, So, what is that? Is Ananda Lesha. Manisha Panchakam also speaks about it. Because of that Ananda only, Lesha Lesham Ananda. Very, very small, infinitesimal part of that Ananda, on that bliss alone, which is infinitesimal part of that infinite bliss, smallest part of bliss. All beings are living, including Indra, including Prajapatis, including Chaturmukha Brahma, including mosquito, fly, plant, all of them are living. What? Small Ananda. For that little Ananda, they are all living only on that Ananda. Everybody has got little Ananda we are getting. Think. Oh, you ate sweet, little Ananda. That Ananda is not in the sweet. Now, where is that Ananda? Ananda is Leshamatram, that Leshamatra Ananda. A wee bit of that Ananda. Of what? Of Brahmavastu. Wee bit of it. How? It is a reflected joy, it is not original joy. It is like, dog eating the bone and the blood oozing out, and dog thinks that it is coming out of the bone, but not. Similarly, all our Ananda, we think that Ananda is in Vastu. No. What happens now? Whatever you like that you wanted to enjoy, yes. So, your enjoyment, first of all, we superimpose a thought of Ananda, enjoyment, joy or bliss or happiness on a particular object or experience. We think that, oh, this यहाँ करने से, ये खाने से, सुनने से, देखने से, जाने से, घूमने से, फिरने से, बोलने से मुझे आनंद मिलता है. That is a thought. It's a thought only. So because if that object is really giving me the happiness, it should give happiness to everybody. और किसी को दारू पसंद है, अब मजा आता है दारू, अब सबको पसंद नहीं आता है. किसी को स्वीट पसंद है, कि कुछ लोग आम बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं करते, खाते ही नहीं आम है. अरे आम इतना मीठा है, मजा है, तो भाई आम बेकार है. पर क्या कहोगे? करेला. भाई करेला है तो कहते करेला. अरे करेला में कितना आनंद है पता दे रहे हो? क्या मालूम है इन करेला. Bitter gourd I like, not the mango. No, absolutely not. I take bitter gourd juice also. Oh, adding sugar or honey? Nothing. What nonsense! Don't kill the taste. Oh, do you like it? Therefore, there is no joy in a particular vastu. It is only superimposed by the person, whoever is enjoying that. Number one. Any joy, no joy in that vastu. It's only my superimposition. Number one. If the joy is there, it should give joy to anybody. It is not given. So the joy is not in the object. It is in me. It is my superimposition. I thought the joy is there in the object. It's my thought it is. So what happens? Because I love the object, when an object is come closer to me, my agitations in the mind gets reduced. And when a contact of that object and me takes place, say suppose I love what? Pani Puri. Suppose. And then Pani Puri में पानी से पहले मुंह में पानी आता है पहले. And then I am waiting for it. And देख रहा है. And they are bringing. And all the world is forgotten. And that moment when contact between that pani puri and my tongue and आंख बंद हो जाता है, mind has become so calm, thought free, and my own atmic bliss reflected in that pani puri, and I think that joy is coming from pani puri. It is called reflected joy. It is not original joy. Even though it is reflected, but which is reflection of my infinite joy, reflected in what? In an object of pani puri. In a what way? Very infinitesimal part. That infinitesimal part of my own ananda reflected in a particular object, and I am enjoying that. Therefore, I am living on what? Ananda lesha matrena upajivanti. Yad anandaleshaihi tad anandi vishwam. The whole jagat is what? Ananda. Whole anand, whole world is happiness. Is a celebrating joy of what? That is anandalesh. That it's only bliss, infinitesimal part of that supreme infinite bliss. The whole universe is living. All beings are living on it. Yadanandaleshaihi tadanandi vishwam. Yadabhana satve tadabhati sarvam. And tat abhana satve. Only when that the jnana prakasham. Only when that, what is that? Natatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam. So tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Same thing, no? Yadabhana satve tadabhati sarvam. Only when that is illumining, everything is illumined after that. Everything reflection. Like, like a sun is there, glowing. Because of sun is there, the sun is reflecting in a pond and a mirror, and that is again throwing light. So all these things are illumined. Oh, it's shining. Everything is shining, is it not? Why? Every object is reflecting the light, is it not? Yes or no? Oh, but is the original reflection? No. All these reflections are what? Derived from one source of light. Otherwise, every object is throwing light. Moon also is throwing light. But it is not original. Similarly, therefore, that abhana sattve, only when that jnana prakasham is there, then all this prapancha seems to be existing. Abhati, shining. It is all shining only after that. Because it is shining, because sun is shining, everything is shining. Yad alokana rupamanyat samastam. Yad alokane means what? Everything that which is, what do you call, yad alokane means that Swarupa alokanam, but seeing, perception. That nityam, shashvatam, mahotkrishtam, that is shashvatam, param, that Brahma, that is me. Yad alokana rupam anyat samastam. That because it's all, everything is illumined by that and that alone. It's all of the nature of that, form of that, light alone, illumined by that alone. So that Param Brahma Swarupam, I am that. Okay? So I'll more, if I want to talk on this little bit more, tomorrow we can see. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.